It's 4 o'clock in Los Angeles. It's 6 o'clock in Chicago. And it's 7 p.m. in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Hello, everybody. I'm Mad Dog Scipio, joined as I am by Amelia, the Pitbull Chapman, living life large in Florida. How the hell are you, Amelia?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I got to show you something.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the people at home watching and listening are going, has Mad Dog lost his fucking mind? As we went on the air tonight, are you ready for this? Look
You
what I found.
it. Where was it?
Hanging right next to me.
But
2 days. In case you guys are like, what am I doing? I lost a very large rubber band the other day. And I really missed it because I use this to wrap up like wires and stuff.
right.
Because I got wires all over the place here, right?
Yes.
I finally found it right, like literally,
Uh,
like right next to me,
trust me, he was looking everywhere for it. It wasn't-
everywhere, for 2 days looking for it. I'm not even kidding.
No.
Because this is where it's supposed to go. See, you guys can't see it. There you go. This is where it's supposed to go, like over here.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, I'm messing my whole show up over
Yeah,
here
he did.
for
He's
a
like, I need
fucking
to
rubber
look
band.
before the show comes on. And he looked
Oh
for it.
my God,
And I
please.
said, somebody's playing tricks on you to hide it.
Can't believe I found that. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Yep.
Anyway, so how you doing, kid?
That's doing great today. No rain in the forecast. Yoo-hoo.
I know,
today,
man. You
anyway.
guys have had all you've had is rain
Yes. And I think
between the hurricane that damn near wiped you out.
Mhm.
Thank God it like took a left, but the poor people in Georgia and the Carolinas got hammered.
Yes. And
They got slammed bad.
I just, want to thank God and please bless all the people that are working overtime to try to get the people's electric on. I know they're still
Yeah,
working hard
there's
and
a lot of people still without power.
Mhm.
I know that the electric companies in the area have been working like double and triple time
Yes.
trying to get everything working.
Mhm.
Wow, we're not even on the air 5 minutes, and we got somebody in the. Hey, here he is. It's midnight in London. You're absolutely right, Leon.
Hey.
Leon's here. Leon, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, is our resident ball buster in chief,
Yes.
or what I call BBAL, ball breaker at large.
Hi, Leon and
But we
Rosie.
love Leon. Leon's a good guy. Smart. Leon's a smart character.
Yes.
Last night, interesting feedback from our show.
Really?
Yeah, some very interesting. When you say really, like it's a surprise, we always get
Oh,
feedback.
I love the feedback. It's just I'm surprised that a lot of people reacted to because a lot of people don't really like to live off the grid these days.
Well, a lot of people don't know what living off the grid is.
They were like, what is that?
We did a show last night. What Amelia is telling everybody is we did a show last night about people who choose to live off the land, to live off the grid. People who have left their corporate jobs, who sold their cars,
Yes.
to buy campers, bicycles. I saw something last night after the show. I wish I had seen it in time for the show because this is going to, when I tell you living off the grid to another level,
Right.
this, and I'm going to show it next week, but I saw a vehicle. It's a combination of a mobile home and a motorcycle.
Wow.
Don't even ask me how they did this shit. But you got to see the way they put this thing together.
Wow.
I was like, holy shit, I want one of them. I want one. And because they're probably about, $200,000. I can't afford that shit.
Have you seen the new trucks and the new cars that they're coming out? It looks like a spaceship, like a tank. It's awful looking.
They all look the same anymore. Everything
Yeah.
looks the same. See, I got a problem with that. I have a problem with things that look the same. And I'm going to tell you why. Because there's no individual. You know what my wife and I were talking about?
Hmm.
This is something she knows this really bothers me.
Right?
You ever been to McDonald's lately?
Yes.
What's your McDonald's look like?
Well, instead of like the ordinary building, it's like all brown building now. The arches are all different. And
Right?
yeah,
It's one color.
it's it.
Okay. Taco Bell, one color.
One color. Yeah.
Okay. Burger King, one color.
Mm.
Black, brown, gray. The Taco Bell is all gray. The McDonald's right next to it is all black.
Yeah, it's like they're
The
choosing.
Burger King is gray and black.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No individuality. I remember when McDonald's first came out and Burger King first came out because my father used to run it was called Burger Chef
Mm-hmm.
back in the day before it became Burger King. It was, you can look it up. I'm not making any of this up. It was called Burger Chef. Their slogan, you're gonna love this one, Amelia. You're so young, right? Their slogan was called 15 cents a nickel and a dime. That's all you need at Burger Chef.
Oh wow.
15 cents would get you a burger, a drink, and French fries.
Wow.
I can't make this up. I swear to you, I'm not even making this up.
And now it costs $17 to get 3 small drinks, 3 small
It
fries
costs you $3.25 for just the small fries.
for just the small fries. Exactly.
A drink is like $3.50.
Yeah, just for a small drink. And
A
that's
plain cheeseburger, with
Mhm.
nothing on it,
Yeah.
is like $3.50
Yeah. It's
for a friggin' cheeseburger.
Hmm.
I could buy a box of burgers and make cheeseburgers with them
yeah.
for $3.50. The fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus. See, that's the problem I have. I don't like when I don't like when you mess with things that are tried and true. We're going to talk about one of them things tonight. Television.
Right, exactly.
Television, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, somebody tried to fix something that wasn't broken. Guess what they did? They fucking broke it.
Yes.
All right? They want to know what Angelo, Mad Dog. Why are you so mad all the time? Well, now you know why they fucking call me Mad Dog, asshole.
Right.
Because this is the kind of shit that ticks me off.
Yes.
Anyway, so I want to start. I don't start with you enough. I want to let you take over.
No,
Tell everybody what the hell we're doing.
well, what happened to our TV? What happened to our TV shows that used to bring America close together, to families together, watch TV, sit in front of and spend some family time together? They're gone. It's over.
You know why? Of course, there's no families no more.
There's no families anymore.
We had this conversation. I had this conversation with my 89-year-old mother.
Oh.
And I also had this conversation with my wife. Here's the problem. Here is the problem. It's twofold. This has ruined everything for everybody.
It has. Yes, it has.
Okay. This little contraption here. Okay. And don't ask me how I did it, but I just turned on my photo album.
You pressed it by accident, but that's okay.
Anyway,
but I understand what you're talking about. It's over. It's gone.
Here's the thing. Back in the day, and I'll give my age away. I'm 65. Back in the day, people used to come over for cake and coffee.
Yes.
People don't come over for cake and coffee. You know what they do now? They get on Skype. They get on FaceTime. They get on Duo. They get on all these, video apps.
They call each other. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's how they visit.
This is how they visit. My mother says, nobody comes over, nobody visits. I said, Ma, they're all dead. There's nobody left. Who's left?
Hmm.
My sister's gone. My father's gone. Both of the dogs are gone. My other sister, Michelle, she's a wonderful mom. She's a wonderful wife, but she works all the time.
Mhm.
She works in a very busy restaurant, and I mean a very busy restaurant that's open from 6 a.m. till midnight
Oh my goodness.
every day. Every day.
Hmm.
Okay. That's a long day.
It is a very long day.
But she's making a fortune, but she's working her ass off.
Mm.
Here's the other thing people don't understand. So, oh, why are you mad? Mad dog. Why are you pissed? Why are you mad? What are you angry for? Why are you so? And this is one I get all the time in the emails. People email me all the time. Why are you so angry? Because the assholes like you emailing me ask me why I'm so angry. That's that's why I'm angry.
And they probably tell you, why is she so quiet? Why is she so shut up? Or why is this blah, blah, blah? Well, you know what? It's none of your damn business, okay?
Exactly. Because if the pit bull goes loose on you, forget it. I can't
Yeah.
control her.
Exactly.
I'm just going to let her go. I'm going to sit back, have my coffee, and maybe just have a good laugh or two and
Yeah.
let her have at it. She tears your ass up.
Yeah, if you don't like me, or if you think I'm too quiet, or if you think you don't like the way I
You can't
speak,
win with people. You're too quiet or you're
come
too
on the show
loud.
and tell me to my face. Don't be
Right?
sitting in your little email. Don't type your little fingers. You know, a lot of people are behind the screen to tell you this or write you this. Come here and tell me. There's a little chat box right
And
over
that
there.
is that
Tell
young lady.
me.
Hold on. Hold on, young lady. Because that is exactly the problem we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
That's the problem. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
They messed with something that wasn't broke.
Exactly.
And they broke it.
They broke it. They took away all the good TV. I mean, people had nowadays.
And that's why people don't sit around. My mother and father, God rest my father's soul. My mother and father used to sit around and watch the same shows every night. 5 o'clock news, 6 o'clock news,
Yes.
Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune. What the hell else? There was another show they used to watch. What the hell was it? Anyway, one of them, one of those like game shows, Wheel of Fortune. The other one was
Price is Right in the
Jeopardy.
morning.
Anyway, but the point is they used to watch the same shows. They would watch and then they would sit there and watch the NCIS or one of those cop shows. My father used to like cop shows, right?
Yes.
So all of these shows, okay, well, people are getting older, people are dying. There's a new breed, a new generation growing up that doesn't know what it's like to visit because they grew up with this shit.
Yes.
The fucking phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Why should I go? I said to my mother, why should your granddaughter, because she lives with my niece, her granddaughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why should your granddaughter go anywhere? She doesn't need to. Right. She works from home. She goes into the office whenever she feels like it.
Right.
She got a very cushy job, right?
Right.
Making great money. Nobody comes to visit. They don't need to. She's on the phone all day, talking to them. Why should anybody? First of all, there's nobody left anymore. Ma, I love you, but there's nobody left to visit anymore. Okay, they're all gone. They're all dead. And we don't live in South Philly anymore. When the houses were door to door to door,
right?
You never needed a car in Philadelphia. You just go out your door, walk a couple of paces, and you're at your cousin's house.
Yeah, everybody lived nearby.
And if you turn the other way, you're at your in-laws' house.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're at the grocery store on the corner. You never. Go ahead, Mill.
You would be screaming, "Hey, Vinny, I'm going to the store. You want some milk?"
Exactly. Who needs a phone? You stick your head out the window and go, like in the movie Rocky. Hey, Paul, I'll be right there. You know? Absolutely. Absolutely. Adrian, hey, you're Paulie.
That'd be funny. I mean, I could just see that happening, but
You
I
know?
guess it's different with every culture. Because with my family,
It's that, well, and that's the thing. And you find the same thing happened in, Texas where you grew up. The same scenario.
Mhm,
The same scenario. Your daughter,
mhm.
she don't visit anybody. They
She
talk on the
hardly
phone.
she'll hardly visit me because she has to work a lot. I do admit that. She'll
Right.
come visit every other Sunday when she can. But my mom's side of the family, they visit each other almost every day. My mom's cooking for somebody all the
Well,
time.
yeah, but they live close by.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah,
some do.
that's my point. I just made that point. Yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
they live close by. You go out the door and you walk a little bit, or if you got to drive,
Yeah.
you drive 2 minutes to the next town or whatever, sometimes right down the street.
Yeah.
But so I understand. But why does that affect television? Well, it affects everything we do.
Yeah, it
Um,
does. It,
Amelia and I tonight are going to talk about television. What
yes.
happened to all our good shows? Here's why we said that. We said that to say this. Understand something. And I want you to follow my twisted logic here. Follow my logic here, folks. Because here's where I'm going with it. And it's real simple. Nothing stays the same.
No.
Societal forays stay. They stay for a bit and then they change. Okay, they stay dormant for about 5 minutes, then they change. Societal conditions change every 5 minutes. Okay, if you don't believe that, just go on TikTok, go on Instagram, go on YouTube, StreamYard, go on any number of platforms. Okay, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. All right. Go on any of them.
Right.
And then go back 5 minutes later. Everything you read is old news now.
Oh, yes.
That's how quickly things are moving today in the world. All right. Now, again, I said that to say this. When it comes to television, television's a dying thing. Why do you think? Why do you think they charge you so much for television? Because nobody's watching it anymore. They got to make their money back somehow.
Yeah, they do.
Everybody is streaming. All you need is an internet connection.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, I cut the cord in my house. Okay. I was paying almost $300 a month
Wow.
for TV. And I watch one channel. Okay. One channel. So now I stream. And guess what? I still watch that same one channel.
But you watch a
But
variety
now I'm not paying $300 for it, though.
Mhm.
Now I'm paying like a fraction of that.
Right.
A fraction of it. Because I don't see, today, you can tailor what you watch
Mhm.
to what your particular tastes are. Some people don't like TV. Some people just like to be streaming all the time. Okay?
Sometimes that's where you find the best movies to watch. I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely, of course.
Yeah, because we watched a real good scary movie the other day, and I thought,
And
oh my God.
if you want to be able to watch what you want to watch, there are plenty of, you've got Peacock, YouTube, Hulu, Disney Plus, Amazon Plus, Tubi TV, Roku, all of these, Pluto TV,
Yeah.
all of these different outlets. And guess what? You're going to get the same thing there that you are with like Comcast or Time Warner
Yes.
or whoever your cable provider is. Okay.
Minus the commercials. Thank goodness. No commercials.
Minus the commercials. Yeah, you won't see commercials.
Yes.
Well, and then even sometimes you will, though, too.
A couple every in there somewhere. They'll sneak
Not
them
a
in.
lot.
Mm-mm.
Al Ruffian. Hey, Al Ruffian's here.
Hey.
My brother, let's see. Kids these days are a new breed of jellyfish. My daughter gets offended. Yeah, wait a minute.
Yep.
What? To introduce your daughter to Archie Bunker, brother.
Oh yeah, that's a good one to watch.
We're going to talk about Bunker because I have my list here.
Me too.
It seems like propaganda and politics steers how. Yes, and that's something, Ruffian, we never had to deal with, and that's the underlying factor.
Yes.
Politics has reared its ugly head into every motherfucking aspect of our life,
Yes.
except my life. You know why? Because I don't allow politics into my life. I am apolitical, which means I'm like, I don't do it. I don't deal with it. I don't engage it. I don't participate in it. That's it. I cover the news. If it's political, I cover the news. I'm a journalist. That's what I do. Okay? But I don't partake in the process. You know why? Because it offends me.
Oh yes.
It offends me greatly. Okay? But I don't get butthurt over it. I tell people to fuck off over it.
Yes, he does, and he will.
And I will. All right. Here's my list. And then I'm going to read you something later on. Here's my list. Okay? And then I'm going to read you the top 20 TV shows of all time. Okay?
Okay.
Here's my list. All in the Family, The Jeffersons, Good Times, Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, The Bob Newhart Show, MASH, Columbo, Three's Company, The Rockford Files, The Waltons, Little House on the Prairie, Taxi, The Carol Burnett Show, Barney Miller, Charlie's Angels, and The Odd Couple. Okay?
Yeah.
Here's the top 20 shows of all time. They're going to sound familiar.
Mm-hmm.
All in the Family, The Jeffersons, Good Times, Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, Bob Newhart Show, MASH, Columbo, Three's Company, Little House on the Prairie, The Waltons, Taxi, The Carol Burnett Show, Barney Miller, Charlie's Angels, The Odd Couple, The Rockford Files, Hawaii Five-0, The Partridge Family, and The fucking Brady Bunch.
Oh my gosh.
Those are the top 20.
My goodness.
Just in case you're counting, I had 17 of the top 20.
That's amazing.
Minus Hawaii Five-0, The Partridge Family, and The Brady Bunch.
Wow.
Okay. So, Amelia, I'm going to ask you a question, and then we will talk.
Mm-hmm.
Is television dying in the 2020s?
Oh, it's already it died a long time ago.
All right, explain. Explain
Because,
to me.
like you said, these right here.
Oh, forget what I said. I want to hear what you say.
This right here to me is what took everything over. Once those started getting invented, forget it.
That's a big part of it. Yep.
Nobody started watching TV. All these people. I'm gonna say it again, just like I did a Family Value show. People stop spanking their children. They let them start taking over with their mouth instead of disciplining them the right way. Like I was disciplined, because I thank my parents for disciplining me, because I wouldn't be who I am today if they hadn't disciplined me.
That's why Amelia likes when you beat the shit out of her.
No, they never beat the shit out of me. I was grounded a lot, but of course I got spanked. But
Al Ruffian brings up a point. He goes, what about married with children? He goes, no, married with children? I'm insulted. I'll tell you why it's not on my list. Number one on the top list of most watched TV shows. Married with Children came in at like number 746.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding. It came in at like 746.
Wow.
Just to show you the evening news beat it out, okay?
Jeez.
Not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
Here's the thing. And I want people to listen to this because it's really, really critical to understanding why television blows cock these days. Okay? I have to be politically correct. I can't say suck dick. I have to say blow cock. Because cock could be a rooster too.
Yeah.
Okay? And blow is something that the wind does. So, from the 1950s to just about 2 or 3 years ago, television was a huge part of the American pop culture. And we saw an evolution in these types of shows and the way television was distributed through the decades. To Al Ruffian's point, the political influence is a huge factor. You're going to hear about it in a minute. Okay. I cannot be, and I say this, I cannot be the only one that feels like TV is less relevant than ever. If it was ever relevant. The last time I felt TV relevant to me was 2020, maybe 2021. For two reasons. Number one, the pandemic and streaming wars. During the pandemic, when people were home, the only thing they could do was listen to music, watch TV.
Yeah.
Okay? Or go outside and take a walk with your little mask on. All right?
Yes, that's it.
How many people went outside and took a walk? Very few. People stayed home and they watched TV. What are the big streaming services? Netflix, Hulu. And then there's plenty of them, though. You've got Disney Plus, Amazon Plus. You've got
Peacock
Plus. You have Roku, Tubi TV, Pluto TV, Freevee, Vudu, YouTube TV. And what do they all have in common? They're all streamers.
Yes.
They're all streamers. I will tell you that right now, today, in 2024, celestial television is dead. I have this conversation when it comes to our radio, too. Because I had one guy who will not send me any guests because we're on broadband around the world. I said, why won't you send? Because you're not a celestial radio station. I said, there aren't any celestial radio stations anymore. Do you know why? Because they're all doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
We're streaming our product to. I could never reach on regular terrestrial radio,
Right.
what I reach on my streaming service.
Right, exactly.
In case you guys want to know what kind of numbers, okay, let me just throw some numbers at you. If Amelia and I were on a regular terrestrial radio station, we might have 100,000 listeners. Okay, maybe. I've got 14.5 million right now because I'm on broadband internet. Okay? I'm on a particular network called the BRS network. Okay? I'm not going to tell you what it means because I don't want everybody running there trying to sign up. Okay? First of all, I ain't got time for it, so just sit there and relax.
Right.
When I'm ready for you to sign up, I'll let you know. That's number one. Number two, here's the most important thing. As in radio, as in music, everything has evolved, including television. People don't sit in front of their TV anymore with the remote changing channels. Now the remote looks like this. I'm glad I put it next to me. Now that's what the remote looks like.
Yes.
Okay? That's a Fire Stick remote.
And you
That
can tuck it.
controls everything on your tube,
Mhm.
right? Everything.
Yes.
All right? Understand something. It does the same thing that your TV remote does. Only it's cheaper. It's better. You get better programming. And you don't have to worry if somebody that is sitting next to you likes what you're watching or not. Because they could either go kiss your ass or sit there and like it.
Right.
In my
Or-
case, I'll watch whatever the fuck is on. I don't give a shit. I really don't care. Here's the thing. With everyone stuck inside their homes during the pandemic, we had more time to get invested with television shows that probably wouldn't have caught our attention any other way. Give you a perfect example. I like medical shows and I like cop shows. Okay. There was a medical show on I never knew about
Really?
called Transplant.
Huh.
Okay. I love that show. It pissed me off that they canceled it,
Oh no.
but during the pandemic, it was number one. Okay. Now, as another show comes on in its place, The Good Doctor.
Yes.
They canceled that one too.
I know, right? Can you believe it?
Right? You get where we're going here, folks?
Mhm.
And then we're going to explain to you why television's better now, actually. It seems like YouTube, TikTok, video games, podcasts, and other sources have taken the place of traditional television. Listen to what I just said. Traditional television.
Yes.
Is traditional television going away? Not anytime soon. Will it go away at some point? Yeah. All you will have is streaming. You know why? You don't need a studio. You don't need a camera. You don't need a crew. Amelia and I do this show for 14.5 million people, and she's sitting in her home, and I'm in my home studio.
Right.
Okay. We don't need any special setup. This is a
No.
TV studio. What you are looking at right now is a television studio in my house. Okay. Complete with microphones and lights and cameras and everything.
Mhm.
All right. Here we go. I used to love keeping up with all of those new hot shows. I really did. I loved keeping up with The Good Doctor
Mhm.
and Transplant, and now I'm invested in Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, Chicago Med. I love all them Chicago shows. NYPD. What do you call that? SVU.
Yes. They have.
SVU.
we
Special
like-
Victims Unit.
And-
NYPD.
Mhm.
You know which one I'm talking about?
Yes, my mom
Okay.
watches those, and 911. We like that one too. And
Here you go. With everyone stuck inside their house, we had more time to get invested in these alternate shows. Every company now, as well, has created original content. I'll give you an example. The Squid Game, The Tiger King, The Queen's Gambit, Bridgerton, all of these shows, they're all original shows on Amazon Prime, Netflix,
Mhm.
Disney Plus. But pick your poison here. Pick your choice. Okay. And here's the other thing too, and it's a generational thing. I know people my age and younger that don't have any way to even watch TV, and it's true because it's expensive in some cases
Mm-hmm.
to get cable, right? They just have YouTube and TikTok, and guess what? YouTube and TikTok are filled to the brim with fine programming.
Yes.
TikTok is also filled with a lot of shit
Yes.
that's questionable at best. YouTube is also filled with shit that's questionable at best, but they're offering you an alternative. So, in closing, and then we're going to talk. Am I projecting, or is this something that's really happening? I think it's really happening.
It is
But that's
really
what I want you to tell me. A lot of people talking about live TV and cable is dying because of streaming. That's been happening for about a decade now, about 10, 12
Yeah.
years. And every year it gets closer and closer to like more people cutting the cable. I did it. I talked about it for years. And now I did it. I cut the cable down to nothing. To nothing. Right? Here's why. Everything that I grew up watching, everything I told you on my list
Yes.
is available on YouTube, Tubi TV,
Mm-hmm.
Pluto TV, Amazon Prime, Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime Plus. Everything's got a plus these days too, right?
Right.
And there are other alternatives. There's not just, I watch my old shows because that's my comfort zone.
Yes.
That's like comfort food to me. But I accept the Partridge Family and the Brady Bunch. They make me sick. Okay, I physically have to go vomit when I watch that shit, or if I hear it on in the background.
Oh yeah.
I gotta pause that. All right, so enough of me bitching about all this. Let's talk about it, Amelia.
Yes.
Go ahead, talk about it.
Well, I wrote down some shows as well that I used to watch like during my time there. I watched. Mine was The Facts of Life, Roseanne, Who's the Boss, Full House, Family Ties.
Roseanne.
Yeah, I did.
Roseanne.
Yes,
You watched that loudmouth
I watched
trailer park
Roseanne.
trash?
I did. I liked Roseanne because
Oh God
I
Almighty! I
I
thought there was hope for you.
no, I
Oh my-
actually related to her. A lot of what she went through, I related to because of the middle class living paycheck to paycheck with the family.
I need to send you my therapist's phone number.
I have one actually, but no, what they went through living paycheck to paycheck, family, through having to problems to sort out. I mean, I went through that, and as I mentioned, growing pains, family ties, the nanny. I grew up
Yeah.
watching reruns of the Donna Reed show. Because think about that: a loving wife and mother living in the late 50s and 60s, solving problems, still being able to wear a dress, high heels, and pearls. I love that show.
Here's something else that people don't think about.
Hmm.
You can actually watch TV on gaming platforms
Yes,
like
you can.
Xbox.
Mhm.
Believe it or not,
Yes, you can.
Nintendo.
Yes.
You can watch TV and movies
Hmm.
on Xbox
yeah.
and Nintendo. I just realized that because my
Especially
daughter
in
does
movies.
that.
Yeah.
My
You can go-
daughter is
you can go
another
to
one. There's
movies.
no cable in her room.
Mm-mm.
She's got everything in her room is streaming.
No.
Everything is
Yes.
streaming. The only cable box we have here is out in the main living room
Hmm.
because there are some still local programs in this area, in our area that Anita, my wife, likes to watch. She likes the local news in the morning
Yes.
because our news crew they're kind of goofy.
As she gets ready for work, like I
Yeah,
do. In the
exactly.
morning.
It's exactly what she.
Yeah.
It's exactly
Yep.
what she does.
Yep.
Um, but but there's something for everyone, and I think to
Yeah.
El Ruffian's point, he watches shows on Xbox, yeah,
Mhm.
talking about Leon and Rosie. Now, Leon, he likes to watch his paranormal shows.
Yeah.
Some people love them. Some people, I love them.
Yeah.
I can't watch them with Nita because she hates the shit.
Really, yeah. There is gonna be
My
some new ones coming
wife
on.
and I are so opposite when it comes to TV,
Mhm.
except there's hope for us in the television department. I'm going to tell you why. Ready for this?
Mm.
We both love Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, and Chicago PD.
Mhm.
Those are the three shows that brought my wife and I back onto the same couch.
Oh, good.
Because she used to, I'm not kidding.
Uh-huh.
She would sit up on her couch upstairs
Mhm.
and I'd come into my studio. I've got a 55-inch TV down here
Mhm.
and I watch every movie under the sun. Because I got about, after this weekend, I won't have it, but I got like 600 movies down here on video and tape. And I'm going to sell about 100 of them.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to have about maybe 520 left. So there you go. Go ahead. What else, Neil?
Oh, and then I also put the Dukes of Hazzard. Remember that TV show?
Do I remember it?
Designing Women. Is
Please, are
another
you
one.
shitting me?
Mhm. And we can't forget the
She
Golden
thinks
Girls.
that I'm young, folks, and God bless her, but she
I
doesn't
don't know if you
realize.
watched that show or not. So I don't know if you watched it
I'm
or not.
almost old enough to be her very much older brother. Don't you
I didn't
shut
know
your
if you
mouth, girl.
watched. I don't know if you watched that show or not, but of course we cannot forget the Golden Girls, Mama's Family, Laverne and Shirley, Happy Days. I watched that as well. Different Strokes, and our all-time favorite Dallas, Knots Landing, Falcon.
Now you're talking my language.
Yes,
Knots Landing, Dallas, and Falcon Crest. By God,
and One Day at a Time.
that was a good show.
Yeah, it was.
That was a really, really good show,
Mhm.
and I think that they cut that one too short too.
They did. They actually
Well,
did.
the problem with that show is that Mackenzie Phillips, one of the stars of the show,
Mhm.
had a really bad alcohol drinking problem.
Drug and alcohol
Drug
problem.
problem. The other thing is that the star of the show, Bonnie Franklin,
Yes.
the late Bonnie Franklin, rest in peace, because she passed away.
Mhm.
Bonnie Franklin refused to work with Mackenzie Phillips.
She did. Yes.
So that show, which was a great show, ended up being the victim of bad karma, I suppose, really.
Oh yeah, it did. And then the worst part about it is that when you get a small child like that, and like Mackenzie Phillips, and you get her introduced to drugs and alcohol, and that she gets so dependent on it, and she has a great show, it just fell in her lap that she could do something with it, and then all of a sudden it just gets taken away just a snap as a finger.
Well, but let's be honest about it. Look who her mother and
Yeah,
father are.
exactly. That's what my next point is. Look who her father and her mother were. And of course, she's got to be under that spotlight as well. So she
Her
had two
father was
spotlights.
Papa John Phillips from the Mamas and the Papas,
Mhm.
and her mother is Michelle Phillips
Yeah. So
from the
she
Mamas and the Papas.
She had two spotlights, so she had to fill in, a lot of pressure too
Yeah,
at the same time.
and Michelle Phillips was 16 when she got pregnant,
Mhm.
17 when she had, Mackenzie.
Yeah.
But her and Papa John were married forever,
Forever, yes.
until he died.
Yes.
Anyway, you know, but they were together a long time. But see, that was the
Very long.
problem with that TV show. One of the shows that I would love to see a reboot. Another thing that we have to talk about
Yes.
that I didn't even mention this before is that so many shows now are getting reboots.
Yes, and some of them I would say too.
Give me your thoughts, Neil. Talk to
Okay.
me.
Well, they're thinking about rebooting the Golden Girls, and I'm like, do not ever no, because
Hey,
that show is
how
a
do you
classic.
do that? How? See, first of all,
Please don't.
I have to say, see, we know Mark Sodkin, ladies and gentlemen, that was the writer, producer, and director of the Golden Girls, because he's been on this show like 6 or 7 times already.
7 times, yes.
And he is a dear friend of mine and of the show. And I mean, I know him personally.
And of mine too now.
And he's your friend too now.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing is, if I would say that if Mark is involved in it, then yes. Let's see what it can do.
I don't think he would, because he would have mentioned it to us when he was on the show.
Not necessarily. You got to remember something. Television people are very superstitious. They don't want to jinx themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It really is. It really is that way. Let's see. That's interesting. They're thinking about rebooting the Golden Girls.
Yes, they are in production right now, trying to get. They got the cast together. They're just trying to film it, and I know that they redid the One Day at a Time and making the mom an ex-army person who is working in a doctor's office, and made the daughter gay.
Yeah,
and the mom's from Cuba. She
they tried a couple years ago to reboot.
It wasn't that good.
No, they tried to reboot a show a couple years ago called give me a second. Fuck, hold on. Where was it? Three's Company.
Oh.
They tried to reboot Three's Company. Thankfully, the only thing that they did was they aired the pilot, and it flushed into the toilet right away.
Yeah, but I don't think so, because John Ritter made that show.
When I was going to say, you cannot reboot a show that's got such powerful cast members like B. Arthur and Betty White and Rue McClanahan, and you cannot replace Joyce DeWitt and Suzanne Summers, God rest her soul, and you can't, and John Ritter, God rest his soul, because they're all gone.
They're all gone
except for Joyce DeWitt. I think may still be alive.
Yeah, I believe she's the only one that's still alive out of all the cast.
She's in her mid-70s. She's pushing 80.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, she's not a kid.
No, she's not. But I mean, how would you put her in the show?
You can't.
So it would be
the only thing you could do is make her somebody's grandmother
or Mr. Furley's character, the landlord. But it wouldn't work, It wouldn't work.
Norman Fell is gone.
Yeah.
Don Knotts is gone.
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
Mr. Furley and Mr. Roper were two characters you'll never see again.
No, it's TV's just irreplaceable. A lot of these TV shows are irreplaceable.
How do you replace Don Knotts?
You can't.
How do you replace Norman Fell?
You can't. It won't.
They're television legends.
Yeah.
You can't replace that. Do you understand what I'm saying, folks?
Yeah.
It's not the television show. It's not even a script. It's not even the characters. It's the actors who gave these characters life.
Yes.
How can you watch a show like Three's Company knowing that John Ritter's not there, Suzanne Summers is not there? How do you watch that? Remember when they tried to replace characters on the show? When Suzanne Summers quit, they had her cousin Chrissy come in.
Yeah.
That lasted 5 minutes, and they blew that poor girl out of there.
Yeah.
Because it's not the same. And when they blew the girl out, they brought another woman in named Stephen Plim's friend. Lydia Cornell. All right. How do you replace these people?
They're irreplaceable.
Some of these people are irreplaceable, folks. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Some of them are irreplaceable. What happened to all the great TV shows,
Yeah.
Amelia?
Yeah, it's like that. Like, you know how you were saying that, and when they did the One Day at a Time reboot, Mackenzie Phillips starred in a couple of shows as a therapist, and she was like, this is, you got to take it one day at a time. But I seem to remember when One Day at a Time was a lot better a long time ago, and they gave her that line to say on the show, and I thought, you know what, I tend to agree with what she's saying.
Yeah.
And then as soon as she said that, the show didn't last, but a few more shows after that, and the season was over, and that's it.
They
They didn't,
jinxed themselves, is what they did.
yeah, giving her that line to say.
Here are shows, my opinion,
Okay.
shows that you will never ever see again, ever.
Okay.
All in the Family.
Yeah.
You'll never be able to replace Archie and Edith Bunker.
Nope.
Without Gene Stapleton and Carol O'Connor, you can forget it. You
Mhm.
can that's not going to happen. I don't care who you get. I don't care what you could get, an Academy Award winning actor.
Right.
Guess what? They're going to fail. You cannot do what Carol O'Connor and Gene Stapleton did. The Jeffersons, another one. You'll
Yeah.
never, ever see the Jeffersons
Mm-mm.
again. Good Times. We just lost John Amos
Mhm.
in August, but we found out now
Right.
because his son. Oh, that's going to get nasty.
Oh,
John, we're going to do a show on it.
what
Actually,
did you found out something juicy?
yeah, I
Then we're
did.
gonna wait.
Yes, I did. I found out something big, real big. In fact, we're going to do a show on it. Happy Days. You'll never see Happy Days again.
No.
Laverne and Shirley. You'll never see. Bob Newhart. Gone. You'll never see it. MASH. Not happening. You'll never see MASH ever in any reboot ever again. It will never happen. But there is talk of bringing back Columbo.
Really?
Remember Peter Falk?
Yes.
He
My
used
dad
to go,
loved that show.
excuse me, ma'am. Just one more question, ma'am.
Yeah.
My horrible Peter Falk
My
impression.
dad loved that show. Yes.
All right. It's gone.
Yeah.
Without Peter Falk, I don't know what actor they can get to take his place. I don't know. Three's Company, never happened. Little House, maybe. The Waltons, maybe. There'll never be a show like Taxi again,
No.
or Barney Miller, or the Carol Burnett
Mm-mm.
show. Oh,
Right.
forget it. The Odd Couple, the Rockford Files, please. Hawaii Five-0, they reboot it,
Yes, they did.
and it's doing pretty damn good.
It is very good.
It's doing pretty good. However, if anybody has any plans whatsoever of rebooting the Partridge Family or the Brady Bunch, please let me know before you do it so I can beat the fuck out of you
Right. Don't
and
do it.
and
Don't do it.
persuade you from not doing that,
Don't do it.
because they're horrible shows then, they're horrible shows now. Even 40 years later in reruns, I can't watch them. We have a guy coming on our show next week, Dean Butler. 50 years of Little House on the Prairie. Okay?
Right.
They're still showing it. That show is still in syndication somewhere, playing somewhere around the world. Okay? Think about that. Just like we spoke to Jerry Herman's goddaughter, Jane Dorian. Somewhere in the world right now, Hello Dolly is playing somewhere. Okay? Anyway. Amelia, tell everybody what we got coming up. Man, that was a fast show.
It was. Wait. Let's see. Well, we're not going to be showing anything on Monday because we have a rerun, because we're going to have 3 shows next week, which is going to be on Tuesday, the 8th. We're going to have Alistair Cross back.
Yes.
He is an horror author of Crimson Cove, right? I can't even talk today.
The Vampires of
Crimson Cove. There you go. I can't
Yeah.
even speak anymore today.
Crimson. I know it's a tongue twister.
It's a
Crimson
twister,
Cove.
right? And as
The
you mentioned,
Vampires of Crimson Cove series.
series,
It's actually, I think, a 5-book series right now.
right? Because the sixth one's still released, but it's on like Audible. It's not released on hardback yet.
Oh, but there
Paperback
is a
yet.
6th one.
There is a sixth one. It's called The
Is
White Room.
Alistair going to release it on in paper,
I'm hoping soon,
or
but
is it just going to be electronic?
it's electronic right now. But I know it should be on paper.
So you can get it for your Kindle.
Yes, you
You
can get
can
it
get
on
it for-
Kindle
okay.
right now.
We'll talk to him about that when he gets here.
And then, as you mentioned, Dean Butler from Little House on the Prairie, who played Alonzo Wilder, will be with us on the 9th of October, which is Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we have returning Jeffrey Mark.
The return of Jeffrey Mark, and we will talk more about what happened to our television. Why is Broadway dying? And what the hell is going on in the movies?
Yes.
Jeffrey Mark is the man with all the answers to all those questions. And if he doesn't have the answer, I know Jeffrey, he'll make them up.
Right.
But until then, till we see you next week, be good to each other.
Yes.
We will see you hopefully Monday, God willing, and the creek don't shine.
Well, Tuesday, actually.
Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Let's see. Then did you tell everybody what we got going on Tuesday? Did I hear Tuesday?
Yes, Alistair Cross. We're going to have a rerun on
Alistair.
Monday.
Okay.
Yes.
I was going to say, I was trying to remember if you did everything.
Yeah.
I always try to do that.
We have the rerun on Monday. We just don't know what we're going to show yet.
Yeah. Listen, till we see you again, be good to each other. Stay out of trouble, especially Pitbull.
Hey,
Okay?
I will try. Okay, then.
So till we see you again, and we will see you again, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Behave yourself, okay? Especially you, Pitbull. All right, folks, take care. We'll see you again.
Good night.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Let's get the heck out of here.
Let's go.